Hey, I just want to give some quick advice for any of y'all who have these kids that are like extremely good at sports, who you guys have these little boys and these little girls that are extremely athletic. Listen, when it come time for you to make decisions and stuff for like high school, this shit is serious, right? You got to go shopping. You understand what I'm saying? You got to go shopping. You got to go talk to these coaches and see what they're about. You got to go to these schools and see what these schools are about. You got to look these schools up and see what's going on in these schools. You got to see what the student teacher ratio is. You got to talk to these coaches and make sure they have the best situation in mind for your child. You got to go shopping. And I say that because a lot of people been hitting me up lately about where King going to school and where people feel like he should go. And I want y'all to understand that I'm his mama. I'm going to make sure whatever situation I put him in is best for him, not best for you and yours, or not best to make you and yours look good because y'all going to the same school. I'm his mom. I'm going to make sure things are straight together and in line. And just because y'all feel like you put your child in a good situation doesn't mean the situation is good for mine. And I'm going to take the time to go to these schools and to figure out what situation is good for mine. What coach has the best situation that's good for my athlete? What are these teachers doing when, you know, you got these kids and you got to make sure they're getting the grades and help that they need? Are these teachers willing to go the extra mile? Yes, you got to go shopping. FYI for y'all who don't know. You don't just send your child to no school just because it's based on, you know, this school's got good this and good school that. That's not enough for mines. Mines is an all-star at all things. And I got to make sure these teachers is in line. These coaches have the best, or want the best for my seed, and are going to make sure that he's successful, not just on the field, off the field, right? Attitude, grades, and all of those things. I got to make sure they're putting my child in the right situation, period. And I just want to let some people don't know how important it is when you're dealing with these kids, how important it is to put them in a good situation all around, right? All around, because if anybody who know my seed, it's not one sport he can't play. If my child put his hands on it, he can do it, right? We talking any type of ball possible he can do. Let me tell you, I took him to ride horses like 4 years ago. Just as like an extracurricular activity. Understand, the owner of the ranch stalked me down because she wanted him to work for her or to train him to ride horses. All because when he was riding horses that day, I didn't. He did. She was like, he's just great with the animals. Yes, sis, I know. And no, we have too much going on already. But I just want y'all to know that, like, this don't be no easy process. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. I'm gonna be for real with y'all. This is my pick for King, right? His high school will be where I feel like he should go, where it's going to benefit him the most. He can pick his college, but this part that's going to root him and gear him for college to make sure that all the things with him are in line, attitude, you know what I'm saying, academics, whatever sport he's into at that time, all that stuff has to be in line for mine. And I got to make sure that I'm putting him in a situation that's beneficial to him all across the map. I think people forget that. I do. I think people place their kids in situations sometimes that are beneficial for them sports-wise. And you know what I tell mine? If them knees go or something happened to them hands, you got to be able to come up and be able to provide for yourself and to be able to create a life that you like wholeheartedly, right? Wholeheartedly. All the way across the map. We just can't be pressed for basketball. We just can't be pressed for football. We just can't be pressed for piano, right? We got to make sure that your academics is in line. We got to make sure that your attitude is in line, right? We have to make sure that these things are in order. So I just, this is just a quick video to tell y'all got to make sure when y'all got to go shopping for these high schools. Because I'm willing to pay whatever when it comes to high school-wise, private school, Catholic school, whatever. If I feel like it's going to put my seed in a better predicament, if I feel like it's going to set my seed up for success, then I'm going to do it. I can only do but so much. But the stuff I can control, I'm going to make sure it's right. Period. You got to get a feel for these people. You got to sit down in these teachers' faces and in these principals' faces and in these coaches' faces and get a good feel. Email ain't enough for me. I need to sit next to you. I need to feel your vibes and make sure that, so I can feel comfortable sending my child to this school. Period. I got to feel comfortable. It's less about him when it comes to what he wants when in this situation for high school. It's more about me, and does your mother feel comfortable? And did I like his vibe? I didn't talk to numerous coaches so far. Numerous coaches, right? Numerous. And I, wasn't really feeling it. Just ain't feel like it was the best situation for mine. You know what I mean? And that's what it's got to view. It's honestly like an interview process. Life interview process. It's a real life interview process. They be talking about, your child's got to come through for an interview. I ain't worried about none of that stuff. To know him is to love him. He's got those things in line. All the other stuff schools take into context or take into, all other things that schools take into order when they want to figure out if your child is good for their school. My child is good for any school out here. I don't worry about that. Are y'all good enough for mine? And that's part of the reason why when it came time for high school, I told all his friends and all his mothers and all their mothers and all their fathers, everybody want to gang up and go to one school. Oh, that's nice. Let's all go here. We're going to move here. So we can go here. I'm going shopping. Made me an appointment, continuously makes appointments so I can go to these schools and meet these folks. Who's the principal? I would like to shake their hand. I need to get a good vibe, a good feel, right? Because I need to make sure things are in order. This is just this is just what my advice is for any of these people that have these kids that are upcoming and going to college and stuff like that. You don't just send your child to no school based on nobody else's opinion or what anybody else say. And you definitely don't just send them based on no goddamn athletics. Go shopping. Take the time. Meet the principal. Sit down. Look at the curriculum. Do your stuff up online. Look things up online. I want to know all the things. How are they doing in their SATs? How do y'all prepare students if they have a hard time? Right? What do y'all do if they have a hard time? Right? How does it work? And that's the things that I'm concerned with. Just FYI, I have an all-star. He's all-star at everything. He's a master pianist. He's all-star basketball player, right? He's an all-star football player. So it's less about athletics and more about what situation can I put him in to groom him so he's in a good situation when it comes time to pick a college. Because our goal is for him to pick where he wants to go to. Nobody to tell him where he got to go. Somebody to pick where he got to go to. Period. Let's just move here and go here. It's not looking like that for me. I done met coaches that don't even look me in my eye. I done met principals that didn't even want to shake my hand. And y'all think I want to send my child here? Nope. I'm just telling you guys, go shop and take the extra time, take the day off, put the hours in to figure out what's the best situation for your seed. Because after these 4 years, they ain't yours no more. They're theirs. And all they have is what we taught them. All they have is the energy and the vibes and the lessons that we taught them. They're out on their own. So I got to make sure that it's not just me guiding him, right? Not just what I teach him, that he's in situations with good teachers, and good coaches that are going to give him good advice as well, that care about him. And that's just my advice. That's my little rant for the day. This is Alicia So Awesome. I appreciate you guys. Please continue to like, share, and repost my videos. I'll see you guys later.